Eh, Evangelist Nduna here. I have this to the senior servants of God that went ahead of us, that have started ministry before us. There's something that I want you to know, our seniors. Being ahead doesn't mean that you're superior. We have got people that have started after you and they've made it, especially in the ministry work, and God used them mightily. And the moment you saw them rising, you thought maybe they are not of God or they are not using the Spirit of God, whereas God is using them. And some of you have children that have grown under you. You have just mentored them and they've grown to be more than you. But you saw as if those junior pastors, they are not supposed to be ahead of you. They're not supposed to be above you. Whereas if you would allow those people to grow, it will be of your advantage. But you never saw it that way, that you made sure that that person doesn't rise. Don't you see that you are just becoming the agent of the devil by making sure that other ministers below you, they have not to grow? We have got so many junior pastors that are suppressed now to exhibit or to showcase or to give out what God has deposited in them. But because of you as a senior pastor, you are just blocking them. And whenever they would want to express the gifts of the Spirit, you make sure that they doesn't come to the light. The scripture in the book of Isaiah says, the Gentiles shall come to my what? And kings. Now that God has raised that junior pastor of yours, why then don't you allow that person to grow? Why don't you allow that person to carry the name of the Lord to nations? Some of the ministries that are starting today, they are starting from a point of frustration from the senior ministers. Senior ministers, just know that because sometimes of how we handle our juniors, God raises your replacement and you fail to accept that there is a replacement for you. And then at the end of the day, then what happens? You are now a frustrated minister. You are now using pulpits as your platforms of attacking others. Your messages, you can see that is full of bitterness and resentment and everything. It's not all about salvation of the saints. Why can we not go back to the basics? And if God has raised somebody, there are disciples that walked with Jesus, but when Paul raised, they respected him. Why are we not respecting the young ministers? Why are we not letting the young ministers rise? Let the young ministers rise in as much as God is using them. And to use young ministers, if you would feel suppressed, if you would feel whatever, don't have pride if God is using you, or if you are making things happen, or if you are now an instrument that is being used by God to achieve certain results. And see and undermine your senior ministers. Allow to be mentored. Allow yourself to be well taught. Because this journey in the ministry, it's not a simple journey. It's not just a walk in the park. Challenges will come. But through experience of those that went ahead of us, they will be able to guide us. They will be able to give informative decisions. Well-guided principles that can sustain us in the long run.